Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I've got an exciting video for you. Welcome to the Fireball Mullet channel, and I'm Stan Kennedy, and as always I'm happy to do these videos for you guys. So today we're going to go over a couple things. One, we're going to remove the interior door panel, and as a bonus I'll be kind of modifying the door handle rod that's recommended by James Hoffman with his flush mounted door kit. So that's going to be one of the big things that we do in this video, and here we go. I'm going to go ahead and take off the door handle. Two down here. So you got basically two here, and I'm actually missing one on this side, right here. So I've got to get another one of those. These aren't the stock screws, so one of the things I want to do when I kind of re-go through the interior is get the proper screws, but that's generally the procedure. Now, bring you in here and give you a look at this. So you'll need a T10 Torx, and that's going to look something like this right here. So you'll need that. Now, some of these are dummy screws, and a couple of them are pretty obvious, but you can tell this is a dummy one, and you can see over the years someone's, they thought that was a real screw and basically hollowed it out. That one's real, that one's real, real. This slides out. And this one's real here. So anyway, when you look at your door, you'll figure out which ones are real and which ones are quote unquote the dummy. This is the stuff I hate about the third gen. I mean, this is some dumb shit right here. I don't know why in the world you would do just dummy looking screws on here. That's just terrible. The thing just, I mean, it's secure, but this is just the type of plastic stuff sometimes I just really hate about the car. So anyway, my rant's over. Go ahead and get you a better angle there. All right. This side's actually in better shape than the other side. And you got basically two on this one. This is where your little window switches are. Now, once you pull those two out, then it slides out. It's got a little tab here on the end. That's going to slide out. All right, so that kind of comes out there, and then really it's the hidden screw here that's underneath this plate, and I believe that's the screws. Wait a second, oh, nope, that's a dummy. Oh, that's a dummy. Man, I really hate these things. Most of them are dummy screws. I think this is the only one holding it on here. All right, now this is out. Now on the driver's side, you'll probably have a mirror adjuster here, but you don't have that on this side. And the only other thing you'll have to do is you got to snap out the lock piece off the rod. So that's probably the most trickiest part with this, because you want to basically unlock it there, and then you just pop this out like so, and then that's gone. Then you can sort of get your handle out, bam. So you can see here, your lock goes in here. You can see where the rod goes in here. Okay, that's basically this rod right here. That's where that goes in. All right, so now we got that piece off. Now we're ready to actually remove the panel itself. So on that, you're gonna need a trim removal tool. Okay, I'm gonna bring you back. All right, so this is basically it. You wanna get, typically I'll use some plastic ones. I can't find the appropriate tool, so this should be fine here. That way you don't mar anything. It's super soft. You don't need much. And you just kind of go around. You'll need to go around each one, and this will preserve your door. But here you can kind of see the way they come out. Okay. All right, so that just kind of tucks under that. And now you got the door panel off. We'll set that off to the side in a nice clean space. Okay, so there's the inside of the door. And what I have to do, so this is basically the procedure of getting the door panel off. Install is pretty much reverse. And so now that there's a couple projects you can do here while the door is out. One of the things I was doing quite a bit on the other side is I was doing a lot of window adjusting. There's a great video to that on YouTube if you just search for the for 82 Camaro window adjustment. That guy goes through kind of each one of the adjustments and you know, whether to tilt the window in and out and so forth, move it back and forth. So that's one project you can do. Another one is maybe you have some door rattles and you kind of want to, you know, kind of put some type of material to prevent that from rattling around. I don't think this one is so much of a problem right now when this lock is in. I don't think I really hear much in this door. So for the most part, this thing's tight. What I'm gonna do is I actually have to adjust the door lock rod, and that's for the new flush mount door handles. One of the things that James Hoffman recommends is a slight bend in the door lock rod. So that's what I'm gonna do today. All right, so before I get into adjusting this and get access to this rod, which basically runs from here up to the door handle inside the door here. One of the things you wanna do is go ahead and raise your window. So let's go ahead and do that. And no, that wasn't slow motion. that was real time. when you decide to roll the window down or the windows up on this car, you really have to commit. These things take forever. So I'm guessing that my window motors haven't ever been replaced before. So we'll probably do that. And that's obviously in another video. One of the things I've seen, just a note on that, is I've seen guys where they basically drill a hole through the door here to get access to the rivets. Once you drill out the rivets, makes a simpler, easier job there. So I'll probably be doing that mod. The window's up and now I can get access to the rod. Okay, so here we go. This is the rod. Essentially, we're going to be bending this. So this is the part that goes into the lock. This is the part that goes in the handle. So you want to bring this over about 1 inch, but he does have a reference line in case yours is bent. So I'm going to go ahead and take that measurement according to his instructions, and we'll go ahead and get that bent up. All right, so I'm going to show you a little bit, and it's in his instructions in case you're getting this kit. So basically, you want, this is typically about, stock is about 1.5 inches. Let me get this set up here. So let's go ahead, figure out where we're at right now. This doesn't have to be exact, but that's 1.5 inches right there. So that's actually identical to his instructions. So you can see there. All right, so we'll go ahead and measure it. That's about 1.5 inch there. So that's actually per spec, that's stock the way that is. And what you wanna do is you bring this out another inch, okay? So this is a good reference line kind of going down where where it goes into the door handle up here. Just put a straight edge or a ruler along that. You got 1.5 inches. You actually, and it's pretty easy to bend, you wanna go ahead and take it out another inch. So it's actually gonna be about 2.5 inches. And we'll go ahead and set that. And then I'll go ahead and make a bend. Check it. That's it, actually. Wow, did I do that? And that actually, first try, that bent. So, anyway, move it out 1 inch, and that's really all it is to it. All right, so we'll go ahead and install this back on. And it's going to be a little trickier to get this on since it's a little bit further out, but it's really not a big deal. So I'll go ahead and do that now. Installing this is on my other video. I'll put a link to it up here where I installed the flush mount door handles by James Hoffman. So go ahead and check that out if this is new to you and you're wondering what all this is about. James Hoffman makes a amazing flush handle, and I'll give you a shot here of the handle. You can see here, that's the flush mount. Stainless steel, flush mounted, beautiful piece. So, like I said, I've got a whole video on that, so check that out if you're interested. And I have a link and some information on how to contact James. All right, that's installed. Let's go ahead and make sure it works properly. Yep, that looks pretty good. I think that's gonna do it. right, guys, that's removing and installing back your door panel for whatever project you want to do under there. So hopefully this was helpful for you guys. All right, so here's kind of the test. Again, nice handles. Nice, feels like a new car, man. Very cool. All right, so that's it. Turned out pretty nice.